Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Layback Gamer, and it has been a long time. It has been, quite a while since I've actually made anything new, let alone actually upload anything. But anyways, we're gonna kind of get into why that is. So, where have I been? Well, I've been doing a lot of homework, and I thought, hey, maybe I'd be willing to show you guys some of the stuff I've been working on. So this was from a while ago, but my construction drawings class, we make a bunch, we make several different types of construction drawings. This one we've got foundation plan plus all the load-bearing elements and grid lines as well. I guess that's the major points that stick out, but yeah, so that's something. This was one of the more recent hand-ins, was a first floor plan. It's a little hard to see because of, there's so many dimensions. So many of them. That was a pain to get them all on there too. I think that one took me a good 2 hours just to get all of them there. Yeah. And this one was from my car dealership class. Or not car dealership class, sorry. My architecture design class, which I always end up referencing as car dealership because it's essentially what it is. But me and my partner, we get to design a car dealership, a Tesla car dealership towards a bunch of specifications. The solar panels that you see on top of the roof, they did get it modified a bit later, as well as there's a couple of other elements that got tweaked around a little bit for the final submission. This was taken on a bit of an older version that I had because, I've had this plan to do for a couple days now. It's just I haven't really been able to get to anything. Plus, I also happen to have some estimating that I'm not really the best to show. Mechanical, electrical, just a bunch of stuff. It just keeps going on. It's a lot of stuff, and I've been very busy, and I'm going to be busy actually for the next week doing exams, because I got 2 exams tomorrow, an exam and assignment on Wednesday, 1 exam on Thursday, a small assignment to hand in on Friday, and then a final assignment to hand in on the following Monday. So I got a lot to do. But if I can get through all of that, then I'll have essentially 4 weeks off. So I plan to get caught up, at least mostly. So it's not going to be quite everything, but it's going to cover almost everything for the most part. It's going to be 1 episode of every series per day starting on the 15th. So there's going to be 1 episode of Elder Scrolls Legend, like a Legends video. There's going to be 1 on No Man's Sky, some Monster Hunter World, like some events. I'm hoping I can stretch it out a bit. That one might not have quite as many. Depends on if I get around to recording a couple this week. Will depend on how long that goes for. But yeah, it's going to have 1 of everything. It's only for the series that's currently happening right now. No Civ 4, as that has ended. No Warcraft 3 Reforged, because that game has still yet to release. Or at least the Reforged version has yet to release. But anyways, only for the series currently happening. And I do plan on adding a couple of new ones in, as I have a prediction that, in addition to Civ 4, there might be I may have another one coming to an end soon. I'm not sure which one, but something tells me that one of them is just going to end up flying off the radar and never going to come back. But if that's not the case, then it's just the one. And I have that set to run for the entire week. So the week of December the 15th is going to have a episode every day. It's going to have 1 episode of every series every day. So you're getting a lot. And I gotta find the time to record all of it. Well, I do have a lot of time. I will have a lot of time to record all of that. And during it, my 4 weeks off, I do plan on making a lot more content for the next semester. And on to a few specific notes. Nothing too crazy, except for Elder Scrolls Legends, because I know I've been very slacking on that. I'm going to be going from 0 to legend within with whatever time we have left this month. 0 to hero. As high in legend as I can get. I'll be streaming it on YouTube a few times a week throughout the 4 weeks that I'll be off for. I'm hoping for at least 2, somewhere upwards of 2. That's my plan. I'm hoping I stick to that, I get to that, and well, yeah. It kind of just to also make up for the lack of streams that's been happening. It's going to be primarily laddering streams, but after the first couple streams, we can open it up to anything you guys would like to see. Just let me know in the comments. Oh, and also if you have any deck suggestions, let me know in the comments because I do love trying to come up with some crazy stuff. The Archmage Traven OTK deck never really took off. I did build an assassin deck that actually managed to get a win with it, but it's not going to be a reliable one. Essentially, I ended up draining my opponent's hand, so they had 0 cards. Then I played Traven, and that's when I kicked off the combo. But yeah, sorry. Anyways, we'll be normally 2 to 4 hours long, starting at noon Eastern Standard Time. So every day at 12. Well, not every time at 12 o'clock. And we'll be going for 2 to 4 hours. I'm going to be trying to save up some gold to do the puzzles, as well as we just had a slew of new cards released into the game. It was just a random bunch. It's, I think, a Tamriel Explorer or something along those lines bundle that just I opened up my game one day and Legend said, "Here, have these cards." I went, "Oh gosh, I don't have the time to analyze these." I would like to do a bit of a review on them, as well as I still need to get a review done for the Oblivion themed expansion, which, in case you're wondering, yes, I do know of the change that they made to the Invade, and I'm very happy because that was a pain, a very bad pain. So yeah, that's all the ESL specific stuff. Onto the Skyrim roleplay. As it might be apparent, Chapter 1 is completed, and I'm going to be moving on to Chapter 2. The way I have this set up is I would like some mods to cycle in and some to go out, making it a bit more of an interesting playthrough. And the mods that would cycle in and cycle out would depend on. It would essentially depend on what I'm doing. For instance, I have I believe it's called Sewers of Skyrim mod installed, and I'm 99% sure it doesn't add any unique stuff into the game. But if it does, then it might end up sticking around for a little bit longer. But essentially, I have that installed for when we do a Thieves Guild playthrough or the Dark Brotherhood quest lines. Go through, we'd be able to use the sewers to get in and out of the city. I plan on, for that, always having like a high bounty on my head, or a small bounty that just goes up a little bit each and every quest that we do, and I'd be merging those 2 quest lines into a single chapter. And it would only be in the major cities, nothing in the smaller minor cities, because for that it could be they haven't quite heard of who I am yet because they're remote. I mean, word does pass around, but at the end they don't really care because in those cities I've proven to be a model citizen, so they don't really care too much. But in the bigger cities, yeah, they would care a lot. I'm going to try to continue to add more mods in as time goes on. And it kind of goes back to point 2, where some of them will stay and some will go out. A lot of it would be just maybe like the mods that I plan on cycling in and out, just people mods. Need to encourage that. Hey, there's like travel, like people they travel around the world. So sometime when I don't have a mod installed, the answer behind that would be there's a lot of people that have currently just left Skyrim for the time being. And they're going around the world, maybe trying to see if they can avoid the war. Perhaps they might be merchants or mercenaries, something along those lines. But yeah, gonna continue to try to add more mods in. If you have any suggestions for mods, let me know down in the comments section below. I'm always open to suggestions for that. And this one I'm also open to opinions on. I might start to have 2 of them a week. What do you think about that? Let me know what you think. I'm genuinely curious. RimWorld. It's still going on, still adding mods. Nothing new has really changed about that. I might also bump that up to 2, maybe to 3 when another series ends. Oh, sorry, it's probably going to stay at 2 and then increase to 3 when another one ends. Because RimWorld videos, they're pretty simple to record. They're like the Civilization 4. It's pretty simple. I can get a half-hour session in before I need to. Well, actually, in the case of Civ 4, I was able to get a half-hour, sometimes a couple-hour session is in between homework. Although the times that I did go on for 2 hours, sometimes I didn't really plan on that, and that just sort of happened. But anyways, I'm hoping for no more memory issues either, because if you've been following that series, you know that my computer had essentially I filled up the memory space of my computer, and I had to offset a bunch of stuff onto my hard drive. One of the things was RimWorld, and unfortunately that caused the game to crash. So I had to go through and redo all the mods on it. Some of them I've gotten rid of, some of them just needed a simple update, but long story short, I ended up losing the entire original playthrough. Had to restart, and while it isn't going quite as smoothly as the first one, it is definitely testing my mettle and proving that, hey, I guess I'm worthy enough to continue the colony going forth. Monster Hunter World, which is going to be coming again soon on a more consistent upload schedule, because it's almost 2020, and that means that Frostborn is going to be coming out soon. Just really excited. As a matter of fact, I believe there's pre-purchases available in the shop, which I'm gonna might be picking one of those up during the Christmas holidays. We're gonna be going through Iceborne, then going through a special challenge that I've kind of set for myself. Might do a stream of Monster Hunter World of the special challenge. Might not. Sort of depends on. It kind of depends on what people might think, and as well as how I'm feeling about it. If I feel, hey, I think I could do this, or if yeah. I'm going to continue that until I finish the main story and the challenge, and then afterwards Monster Hunter World will be done for the most part. Don't think I would be uploading episodes beyond that, so yeah. And I've kind of looped these two, StarCraft 2 and Warcraft 3, together because they sort of follow along a similar path. But StarCraft 2 will continue on as scheduled, and once finished, it's likely going to be reduced down to once a week for co-op challenges and that sort of stuff. Warcraft Reforged will start when the game is released, and I'm thinking I'm just going to only do the single player. And I don't believe there's a co-op mode for it, so it's just going to be single player, 2 episodes of that a week. No Man's Sky, going to touch a little bit on that. I don't know why I did that. I still have a ton of stuff that I could cover. They'd actually just finished releasing a new update that I want to go check out. Haven't checked it out yet. And it's likely going to stay at once a week, and I'll try to cover all of it. I'm going to beat most of the main quests, get most of the achievements, etc, etc. And I do apologize if I try. Why is this? Oh, okay. I think I forgot to re-edit this. My apologies. Okay, let's just cycle through that. I don't know what that slide was supposed to be, but anyways, PS2 series still going to go on 3 a week. I'm staying true to my word, and I'm going to be restarting Ratchet & Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal because of the challenge. I just haven't had the time to sit down and go through a bunch of episodes, but I'm hoping that by closer to the end of the week, I'll be able to do just that. What challenges can you think of? Let me know in the comments. I'd like to know what you guys could come up for me to do. Preferably not a wrench-only challenge, seeing as that's already been done by somebody. I want maybe something a little more refreshing. I haven't seen too many Like, I poked around a little bit. I haven't seen many people doing like a challenged playthrough. Wrench only was really the only notable one that I saw. So if you could think of any other challenges, just let me know. And we have up and coming series. So, Cavemen to Cosmos. I just want to briefly touch base on this in case you didn't see the ending of Rise of Mankind. I'm unsure if I'm going to do this. I think I made a mention in a previous update that I was unsure. I'm still unsure. I might end up doing it. Probably going to end up doing it down the road. I put the might in there. I thought about it a little bit and thought, saying to myself, yeah, I'm probably going to take care of it. I'm probably going to do a series a little bit down the road. If you want to see it come back sooner, just, let me know in the comments. Again, communicate through the comments and I can try to get you some of the content you'd like. I'm not going to have it. I don't actually know if these are the settings I think this was about, but I'm not going to have it on the slowest speed on the second largest map, because believe it or not, Cavemen to Cosmos adds in even bigger maps and an even slower game speed. Just to put in perspective, I played on the second largest map at the slowest speed on a test world, and by the time I went from the prehistoric age to the ancient age, I had managed to conquer half a continent and killed off about 50% of the AI that was on it, and there was a considerable amount on that continent. So we're not going to be doing that, and I'm also going to try and I might challenge myself a little bit on that, bump it up a difficulty from Prince to Monarch, see if I can do that. And I'm also going to showcase how to get a virtually unkillable unit through the awesome and wacky system that Cavemen to Cosmos has. And Oblivion modded Let's Play, I plan on bringing this back. So it's personally my favorite Elder Scrolls game to play. I love Oblivion. It was the first one I ever played, and I really wanted to do a playthrough on this, and now it's actually coming. I'm very happy for it. Currently, there are only 28 mods. I don't plan on adding too many more in. They're mainly overhauls, menu improvements, and adding some more items in, as well as a couple of quests to put more use to gold, because there comes a point that in the game that gold it's not valuable anymore. I don't plan on adding any new mods into the game unless there's like a couple of really good ones that you can think of. So if you take the best one that you can think of, and if you want to, comment in the comments section. And if I already have it, I'll let you know. If not, I'll take a look and I'll say yay or nay on that. But again, open suggestions on just about every topic that we've covered so far. And this is going to set to start in the new year. And lastly, we have Dragon Age Origins. I will be doing a future playthrough on that. Mine is a little buggy for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why, so it might be a bit of a rougher series. I don't plan on modding at all. I think I saw something on the net on what is the app called? Sorry, Vortex. That's what it's called. That's a section where I think you can mod the game. Now, I'm not 100% sure if I want to, but if you think it'd be a good idea to mod, let me know. I'm interested. And this is set to start in the new year. So that's going to do, this by the way is the end. So I have a lot of series planned, lots to come in the future, and I hope that I'll be able to get to it all. I will be posting a schedule for all that after roughly after Christmas time. So stay tuned for that. But until then, thank you everybody for watching. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you really enjoyed. Anything in this video that you feel like you have an opinion on, maybe you want to make some suggestions on what I can do, what I shouldn't do, etc., etc., let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget, share any videos that I've made with anybody who you think will enjoy my line of content, or maybe you say, hey, This guy, he's about to cover a pretty cool game. You should check it out. You might like it. And yeah, I guess I feel like that outro always changes every time. So I'm gonna leave you with that. And until next time, take it easy.